8 millimeters of rain. In most cities, that's nothing but, in Lima, it amounts to a catastrophe. One of the driest capitals on Earth, brought to its knees by a drizzle it was never built to handle. 60 homes destroyed, 300 lives upended, and a state of emergency declared. Now, the question is, can a desert city survive a future with rain? Peru's President Keiko Fujimori, on August 17th, declared a state of emergency in several districts of Lima and other regions hit by flooding that disrupted traffic, overwhelmed drainage systems, damaged homes, and forced dozens of families to evacuate. Fujimori announced the measure during a visit to Villa El Salvador in southern Lima, one of the areas hardest hit by the floods. More than 60 homes have sustained significant damage, affecting over 300 people. The Peruvian government has also extended the emergency declaration to 3 other districts in Lima: Chorrillos, Villa Maria del Triunfo, and San Juan de Miraflores.
In a few hours, the Minister of Health and the Minister of Education will arrive. There are 3 schools that are seriously affected. Given the emergency, we are providing many things. The Minister of Women is also sending food. And I also make a call to the private sector, because there are families who have lost not only their clothes, but also their work equipment, their sewing machines, their kitchens, their refrigerators.
Fujimori also toured the flood-damaged areas, greeting residents and speaking with victims affected by the disaster as authorities work to assess the damage and restore essential services.
I am going to go to the house, and from there you can accompany me to the school. But I'm not going to be able to go to the 60 houses.
At the same time, the mayor of Lima assured residents that emergency measures were being taken to address the situation, including the deployment of a field hospital to provide medical care to children and other vulnerable people amid fears of disease outbreaks.
I have called on the Minister of Housing to set up a field hospital so that they can attend precisely to the children and the most vulnerable people who could be facing an epidemic, because that is coming now. Secondly, the manager of Sedapal, Lima Water and Sewer Service, has informed me that the institution's insurance has been activated so that we can not only carry out the cleaning tasks, but also cover some damaged material objects that may have been lost.
Earlier, heavy rains pounded Peru's capital over the weekend, cutting off roads, flooding homes, and forcing the suspension of classes. Lima is one of the driest capital cities on Earth, a desert coast that sees well under 20 millimeters of rain in a typical year. Its winters bring garua, a cold coastal mist that dampens surfaces but never really flows anywhere, so the city's drainage system was built for almost no rainfall at all. On August 16th, Tsunami, Peru's National Weather Service, recorded 4.2 milli at its Villa Maria station between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m., with some reports reaching 6.3 millimeters by 9 p.m. Independent meteorologist Abraham Levy said Villa Maria del Triunfo took about 8 millimeters in 24 hours, which he called among the largest readings in the recorded history of Lima and Callao. That may sound trivial anywhere else, but it was enough to overwhelm the sewer network. Sedapal, the state water utility, said the rain overloaded manholes across the system and sent 3 hydrojet units, high-pressure water trucks, to pump the water out. On the other hand, flood victims appeared to be struggling to cope with the devastation, with many saying they had lost furniture, appliances, clothing, and other belongings to the floodwaters. Some residents said they were forced to start from scratch after their homes were inundated with muddy water.
We have lost everything. My furniture, I have nothing. My refrigerator that my children had just given me for Mother's Day, it is all ruined. The cooker, all the appliances that they had just given me for my Saint's Day and recently for Mother's Day, they are all ruined. The water got inside everything. I have nothing to wear because everything is wet.
As the rain continues to batter Peru, one question remains unanswered. Will authorities be able to contain the damage and protect vulnerable communities?
Presidenta, te hemos llamado, Presidenta, nosotros te hemos llamado. Por favor, que nos escuche la Presidenta. Sí, está venido la madrugada. Sí, nuestra directiva. Gracias. Sí, gracias, sí, la Presidenta. Vamos.
Ahí nomás. Dale, dale. Eso.